All right, recorder's running. Good morning, everybody. Today's date is Tuesday, December 26, 2023. Hey, I want to run over to this chart right here really quick. There we go. And I want to point out that we closed up last week a 60-minute chart. Here, I can put it up here. A 60-minute chart on the T2123 was still showing signs of bullishness with price above the green dots. If we were showing signs of bearishness, price would be below the dots and the dots would be red. Now here's the only little caveat to this. The 15-minute down here in the lower left corner, the 15-minute is showing a little bit of bearishness here. So what this means is chop, okay? Overall, the bulls still control the market. We're going to go look at that in a sec. But when the 15-minute starts looking at red dots and the 60-minute is green dots, that just points to chop, and vice versa. If the 60-minute is red dots and the 15-minute is green dots, then that just shows that there's a battle going on, and that's what creates the chop right there. All right, let's go look at this market over here. I want to look at this chart. And I've added, normally I don't put price on this, but I put price on it this morning because I want to show that the SPY here is still very much in a bullish trend. There's no signs of real bearishness here. You've got price above the yellow line right there, price and the yellow line above the T line, that's the white line, and then you've got all that above the trend indicator. There's a nice little trend right there. This is what I use for a trading trend. I want to see what that yellow line is doing I want to see what price is doing in relationship to the yellow line. Yellow line, what's it doing in relationship to the white line, and the white line in relationship to the green dots down here. And you see you have a nice trend. So what I'm going to look for is a stock that's trending, a slight little pullback, for a bullish chart, for an entry to make some money. If we look at the diamonds are the same way. You can see right here that all through here, price, the 3 EMA, the T line, and the trend indicator, everything is up. You can see how it's all through here, all through here, all through here. I mean, this whole area right here. Just a nice, beautiful, beautiful trend. And, you know, we all know as traders that one of these days this is going to come down. We know that. The thing of it is what we don't know is exactly the day or exactly the hour, and it would be hard to predict that going forward. And that's what we want to watch candlesticks for. They gave us a really nice clue. Something I'll do is move over to that 60-minute chart. And if you see the 60-minute chart start to waver a little bit, well, that might be a sign to take, a back step or pump the brakes. The 3-minute chart is another one that I like to use a lot. If I see the 3-minute chart start to waver a little bit, then I might want to take a little back seat to buying longs, pump the brakes a little bit until those a little bit faster time frames clear themselves up, and they may clear themselves up to the bullish side, but if they do resolve to the bearish side, then that might be a good sign to look at something short. You can see here the diamonds, how the diamonds ended up last week. We've got this big bearish candle, and really we've made kind of a bear flag right in here. So ultimately what we need to do is clear that flag, take out that bearish candle. Of course, if we slide down a little bit and take that low out, well, that could be a big sign that maybe we're getting a little tired up here and the bulls need to take a little bit of a rest. Qs, I'm going to go to the daily chart. You can see the Qs on the daily chart is still extremely bullish. Everything meets every qualification here. We take a look at that intraday chart, and it looks a little wacko, just a little bit. We're going to have to clear these tops to get us out of this mess right in here. And of course, if we if we, cut through those bottom, that might be a sign that maybe the sellers are taking a little bit of bite out. And then we have to also consider what time of the year it is. And it's got nothing to do with being at the end of the year or anything. What it has to do with is really who wants to be there. We can see that by how many people's in the trading room. It's very slow today. This is the way Wall Street is too. Wall Street's going to be very slow. Everybody's licking their wounds over Christmas. Now they're starting to plan, the whole party game for New Year's. Let's see, what did we miss here? Let's look at IYT. There's the 3-bar chart on IYT. Now you can see IYT is trying to cover that up a little bit, isn't it? See the small caps, they're trying to cover that candle up. So here we are moving up. So maybe the small caps leads us up a little bit here. Let's see what that hourly looks like. Hourly doesn't look too bad at all. Here we pulled back, and you can see the bulls are trying to cover that up a little bit. That's a nice little chart right in there. But I think we're opening, well, we'll go look at another chart here. Let's go back to the daily. Let's stay here for a minute. Let's take a look at IYT. The transports, they're still looking bullish. SMH, that's still looking bullish for now. And this is on the daily. Remember that 15-minute chart on T2123, the choppiness? You're bullish on the 60-minute, you're choppy on the 15-minute. That's what's happening in the market right now. We're getting this. We're bullish, but we're a little bit walking crazy. And that's allowing a little bit of sellers to come in there, a bear or two to come in there, and then that's creating that choppiness in the market. Let's go back over here. See, what did I forget? Let's take a look at VXX. VXX here. VXX is trying to put something together when you consider this right here. When you consider a low, a high, and so far a higher low, we're trying to put that trend together right in through here. What we're going to need to see to make VXX or the VIX instrument worth anything is we're going to need to see it break out of that high right there. We break out of that high, and all of a sudden then what we have is a low high, higher low, and a higher high. That's where it could mean something. Right now it's just kind of lip service, not really doing anything worth too much. But I certainly would pay attention to the chart here. All right, let's move over here. There, woo, kind of bright, isn't it? So here's where we are on the SPY. You can see that we're opening up at the top end of the candles right in here. Bulls are still in place. I did want to look at the transports here. Transports tried to get up this morning. They're being pushed down a little bit. SMH kind of holding up right in here. I noticed this morning Apple a little bit under water here. I would rather, for me to be bullish, what I want is price to be up here. Price to be up here. I don't want that red dot. I want a green dot. So if Apple can bring itself up, then okay, great. We do have the potential of a nice chart here. We do have that potential. And what it is we've got this low to a high. We could put in a higher low, pop up, and now we have something. On the other hand, is this a sign that maybe Apple is not interested really? Maybe no one's interested in Apple right now. Maybe Apple needs to come back a little bit. And so I want to watch that. Apple would be a good one maybe, to trade when it's ready. But right now, I don't think it's ready. So we'll have to watch for that. Outside of that, there's a few charts that I kind of like. Kind of. Space. I thought space, SPCE, nice trend here. I think space is holding up pretty well. You can see this consolidation through here. Beautiful, beautiful consolidation. And target up into here, 200 period moving at. We'll just get rid of all that. We'll use the 200 up here as a target. But nice little, here, let me straighten this out a little bit. So here, let's start from down here. Up, right there. Wouldn't that, a great place to be buying right in there? So here we are. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Hindsight, man, I got to tell you, we are all brilliant traders on hindsight, but we learn from hindsight. Low, high, higher, low. We get bullish, great time to be buying, and now we start working the chart up. So low, high, we've got a higher low in there. Nice little, I probably should have done it like this maybe. Little flag in there. So to me, it looks like we're going to work up higher. So space looks pretty good right in here. PACB, we talked about that last week, did a video on it. Target is still around this 1180. Stop is still around 970 or 965 right in there. Moving sideways, acting really good. You can see how it starts to move up. We move up. We go from red to green. Now, this is a good trend reversal type chart. It's versus a chart that has been trending for a long period of time that doesn't have any big pullbacks or anything to it. And here, that's a pretty big pullback. Well, here we've gone from red to green. And then what I want to look for is 10, 20 days. I'm not always interested in buying early in here. I want to see that move up, that rest, that move up. Show me this thing is really working. Well, I think this is really working now. So here we've gone up, we've come back, tested the 50, back up, nailed the 200 and stopped just like it should. And now we're consolidating. So I'm looking at this as a trade. COMM is another one. This is another one video I did and sent out there to everybody. This is another one that's been trending up. Very nice. Now rounded bottom breakout. Target in this area, or use the 200 period moving average. We still need to get through the dotted deuce here, and I would expect if we get to the dotted deuce, I would expect we see a little bit of pullback here. It's almost locked in. Almost, not always, but almost locked in, that when we get here, this acts as enough resistance or enough of a speed bump that it causes price to waver around a little bit. And that sets it up maybe for another entry to bust through there and then get to the 200. Conoco, I still like Conoco. I've noticed some oil this morning popping up. SLB, HES, I haven't looked at that one. I've noticed Exxon was moving up. OKE, Rig, I've noticed that one moving up. I'm just looking at the scanner right now. They're still on the scanner. But I still like Conoco, and I still like it coming up here and retesting its highs up here. Tesla, everybody loves Tesla and everybody hates Tesla. It's like this 50% world out there. You've got the lovers and you've got the haters. Just trade the chart. And say what you want about Tesla. That is still as bullish gets. Is there some speed bumps ahead? Sure. Any chart that's not making an all-time new high has speed bumps. But it does seem like everybody, not everybody, 50% of the people in the world want to pick on Tesla. But overall, it's still bullish. MU, little high, but still working for people that are in it. I don't think this is a buy. A pullback would be nice. Pullback would be very nice. And then, of course, have tech hold up, and then that may be something. CGNX, this is another one I did a video on. I love this chart. I think that's a beautiful looking chart. Stop around that 41.25, target up here about the 200 period moving average. So excellent looking. See, I'm running out of time. Let's do WDC and call it a day. WDC, we still have targets up here. Now, WDC might need to rest a little bit. It got up here. We've got last week we ended up with a very small candle up here. Let's see what today does. It might need to rest a little bit, just move sideways. Long as it holds above the T line, this is still a very bullish chart. Still looking at those targets up there. So, Kevin, let's look at yours. Wolf. You bought some Wolf Friday. Nice. Yeah, look at that. Here we broke out, and now we're just resting right in here. Nice. Thank you for sharing. I think I'll flag that. Thank you. All right, everybody. We'll see you at the bottom of the hour, okay? Thanks for being here. Yeah. Happy Tuesday. Happy, what is it, a few days before the end of the year, before we have to start writing checks with 2024 on it, okay? We'll see everybody bottom of the hour. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.